going on, everybody? It's Greg. Thought I'd do a little update. It's been a week or so since I put something out. I think it was really cool. Look how red his nose is. But these guys are getting their nippiness back a little bit more than they were last time I made a video. I think they just got more used to swimming all the time. They do get fed a lot, so they're definitely staying healthy. My lone little black ruby barb. Got to get some more of those guys. But beyond that, this tank is doing pretty good. It is raining outside today, and I was outside about 4 o'clock in the morning when it started up. And so I collected me some rainwater. I was outside dumping out my old water that I had pulled out of tanks. Instead of just dumping it down the drain, I take it out and pour it on the little yard areas that we have here at the apartment complex. And since it's kind of a droughtish type thing, I'm taking water, so I might as well put it back into the plants that are around here before I dump it out. Besides using it on my own plants, look at that thing growing. That thing comes down along over here, down along the side, growing out along over there. Chives, I cut those down all the time when we go through them, and then got that plant, or the tree. It's one of those little orange trees, and it just goes great off this stuff. I mean, all these, yeah, and there's 3 different plants in the plant that are sitting right there. But the bristlenose fry, you can kind of see one through the leaf right up there in the section. You can, there's only like 8 that I've seen. There might be some more in there, but I doubt it. I do have a little sponge over the intake of my filter, so I don't have to worry about them going up in there since they are still small like that. It's a little cichlid stem that he bred in. I'm in the process of making some smaller caves right now. These ones, although I would think they'd be the right size, are probably just a little too big. So I'm actually making some other ones here at the moment, and I'll show you those, what I've got going on with that here in a minute. This tank's been doing good. The females in here look like they're getting ready to drop some babies. I'll probably throw my little fry catcher in there and try to catch the females and move them into that. But I cleaned out the top of here of duckweed. Real pain in the butt to do. I literally took everything out of the top of it and put it into these buckets, and then took one, and like I say, this one had the clean water and I had it all sitting in this bucket. I just pick up each piece, dunk it down in there a bunch of times, get all the duckweed off, pick it up, pick through the roots of it, and put it back over. And I'm sure a couple pieces got back in here, but for the most part, it's pretty much gone. And it's pretty much taken over the top of this tank. I'm going to be doing the same thing with this tank here pretty soon. I need to do it just when I feed. All I can do is drop it in right there at the filter and have it push it down, and it just pushes everything under the water. So I prefer to have some of the stuff floating on the surface. So I need to get in there and clean some of that out. Look at these root structures. Isn't that just cool? These fish are just swimming around all through them. It's pretty cool. I love watching that. This tank. I moved my angels in here. I think I showed that the last time. The 3 half blacks that I have. Where are they at? Usually they're right out here. Oh. But their tail rays are coming in really nice. That bottom on that one. Hers, I think that's a female. Hers are looking good, and then both of my 2 of these have this where it's crooked there on top. I don't know if that's part of their makeup that their fin bends like that, but I thought angels stood straight up, kind of like how hers was doing. But I moved all the white clouds out of here, so now it's just the lamp eyes and the angelfish in here. I'm thinking of adding this tree filter sponge onto my canister filter back there, so I don't have to worry so much about all the plants getting sucked into my canister filter, and maybe make it so I don't have to clean it as much. Maybe add an extra week to the before I need to clean it. But it's still quite a few fish, so probably weekly still. Added that piece of wood in. Pretty cool piece of wood. It came for the 20-gallon shrimp tank, but I think it's going to do good in here. If it turns out that some of these are male and female and they want to breed, there's Amazon storage right there they could breed on. There's wood right there. There's the wall. There's all the little things. And then, let's see. These guys I am still absolutely fascinated with. And I'm probably not even going to get a picture of them. I've been looking up the name for these, and I found one listing online, and it's for an auction that was like 3 years ago on Aquabid. And I can't pull the name off the top of my head right now. It's like Beckfordi, Pencilfish, a variety of coral red. But the coral red is of a different variety. They're not of the, oh gosh, I wish I had the name here. I'll try to put it into the comments. But at least what I've found that they are, the closest thing I've been able to find. I haven't been able to find really pictures of ones that look like these. And so I don't know if they are some sort of crossbreed, but Beckfordi, gosh darn it, I cannot pull the name out. Oh well, but I'm still fascinated with these guys, and I'm doing multiple water changes on that tank to get the angels to grow faster, specifically so that I can pull my angelfish out of this tank. And as soon as I pull him out, it'll just be my Julie Corys, my a couple bristle noses, and then it'll just be the pencilfish in there. And I'm really hoping that they'll produce. There's definitely male and females in here. I think 2 males and 2 females. You know, it's so planted that they can hide real well. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get them out of here. But I can't wait to get them out and then put them in here and get that going. Oh, let me, I topped this, I did a 50% water change on this yesterday, and I didn't realize it, but I only had enough water to fill it up to about here. And so I've just topped off the whole rest of it with the rainwater this morning. And they normally do this a little bit, but they've been doing this now for like 3.5 hours. Just my one big female and I think they're 2 males. I think I have a total of 6, but the others don't seem to really come out all that much. Some of them are always hiding. I really hope I'm not down to just 4, because I've seen 4 recently. But I'm hoping I'm not down to just 4, so I need to get more. Or maybe if I can get that angel out, maybe they are breeding, and he's just eating the eggs. But that little cave down here that I put in has been cleaned out pretty well. Oh, look at that. Did we call that a mating position? That was cool. That cave has been cleaned out, but no one is claiming it as, it seems, as a breeding cave, since the bottom isn't hard. So what I decided to do was basically take that concept, and I took a 1.5-inch pipe, and I cut it in half, and I had a piece that I flattened out when I boiled the one that's all decorated down in there. I've cut off a piece that'll cover the back of it, and then I have these this slate piece. This was actually one piece that had a piece of wood attached to it. I'm sure a bunch of people have seen these things, you know, old-fashioned style. It's a piece of slate attached to a piece of driftwood for your tank. And I haven't had it in a tank for over 2 years, so I was trying to pop it off, and I ended up cracking it in half. It just happens to be like almost a perfect length for this. So I'm going to try to chip that side down there a little bit more. But I'm going to silicone this onto here and then silicone a little piece of plastic going across the back like that. Sorry about the camera. And make it so it's a, make it so it's a half-inch little cave. I think it'll work pretty good. But I'm not going to decorate or anything like that. I'm just going to make them like that and shove them in the tank. Just for the fact that these guys spread in one with a smaller hole. They're not going into the other one there. There's actually a smaller pipe than the one I have in the other tank. So if that pipe is too big for these ones and these ones are bigger than those ones, then I'm going to make a couple smaller caves and put them in here and see what comes of it. But that's what I've been doing. I moved my white clouds over into here. Moved all the driftwood I had basically except for one piece into here to start getting it ready, and that was about a week ago. And then I planted it, and then I added the fish. I seeded the filter by using this sponge filter here and the one that's on the intake there. Anyone wondering what they are? These little guys. It was like $1.89, maybe $2.99 at PetSmart. Nice little cover intake for any filter. Don't really need it on this tank at the moment. Just used to have a couple of little shrimp in there. Didn't want to get sucked in. But it also helps keep it. They don't have to clean the filter near as much because not as much is going up the filter intake. So I seeded it with that. Just put it in there and squeeze those filters all around it while this one's running, and suck that right into the sponge. And they've all been doing good. But that's what I've been up to. Puffer's doing good. Got a lot of beta still. They're doing good. But y'all have a good one.